Action!
Okay, so where am I going? Where do I want to go? No, I haven't been here yet. So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from here onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. Right, and then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a wall cart. And then, there's someone else here. Hey, it's Robin. Yeah, this is the guy who's like very loud, and I will be reading his lines at a normal voice. It is 20 past midnight. You scared the crud out of me. Yikes, right back at you. So what are you doing out here? I'm working out so that I could become strong to save Juniper. But I'm so worked up, my training brace is almost breaking at the seams. Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with my manly brace. Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice in yours. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry, I'll try not to shout so much, if at all possible, that is. Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. Do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem, ask away, keep them coming, man. Ouch, my ears ache already. Right. Bobby, could you tell me a little bit more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club. The Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Oh yeah, you probably made all that stuff. Say, did you create these statues, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did. Both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and my tears into those things, man. It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah, I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down. What do you mean? What do you mean? Professor Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Right. So, Team Court here, and I'm assuming... So, Team Court and Team Means. AKA Means and Court. Courts, get results via legitimate means versus the ends justify the means. Gotcha. Okay. Only lawyers who sit there. Yes, I'm totally on your guy's side. She must have been an incredible woman. Yeesh, and you call me loud when I practice my cause of steel. Right. Oh man, why did I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor? Don't worry, I'll clear Junior's name, you'll see. The three of us had a dream. We saw we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the three of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law, ha! We were gonna put a nail in this coffin, man. Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no, that stupid school rule had to ruin it. School rule? Which one? Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how much... Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school. A tough legal academy with even tougher rules. Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the three of them will never realize their dream. We have a literal convict active as a current prosecutor for this case right now. By the way, in case the irony isn't lost on them. And it's like someone just put pressure on my pressure. Well, I think I've talked to everyone who's somehow linked to the case. Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh wait, we haven't met with Junie yet. Yeah, you're right. Let's head over to the detention center. Athena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Athena like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting our guard down. Sorry. Junie, the crime's unfolding just exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial, and the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However, yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper. You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece if you ask It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article if you ask me. I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it and immediately changed it back. So if Robin had won, Hugh would be able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Wow, sorry. I guess I got my personal problems. What? I guess my personal problems probably. God, what a sentence. Won't be of any help in the court, huh? You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. I was wondering about that awl you had on you when you were arrested. Oh yeah, they found something, didn't they? They found the awl in her pocket. And there's blood on this. Sorry. It's in black and white, so you can't see it, but there was blood in it. Except it's not blood. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested. Then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime. Still, that blood red color on the awl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but it probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were prepping it yesterday. It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there? Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Athena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. And then when I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use, that's when I found the art room key and the awl with what looked like blood on it. A key? And the awl? Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club's advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood in it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so the awl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood in it. I have a really bad feeling about this. Me too. But let's not jump the gun on this. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? What is that? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school around 6 p.m. Did you notice anything different about her? No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same way as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Athena. Well, I should go now. Bye. Is she going to be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy. The Junie I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows she trusts us. Even still. What is it? Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. Seriously? Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there? Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship. I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial. Yep, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far. Okay. So, the victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described. I wish those were the only similarities they shared. What do you mean? What I mean is the script and this case are entirely the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not going to happen. This time, Junior will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine after all. I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine. To be continued? Hell yeah, baby. We've reached the halfway point of the stream. Save your current progress? Yes, please. Actually, I'll make a new slot. We are continuing on to the next chapter, so we will go towards the end of this court case or this court session, and then we'll end the stream. I knew there was something off about my camera, and how you can see a lot of it. There we go. The vignette wasn't on. Oh, my butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. So, what delight to have your very own case for the first time. My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high. Relax, everyone's nervous their first time. Oh, you're here. Is he wearing a different outfit or not? No, he's wearing the same outfit. So, my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor was so terribly brutal, willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. And there's that the end justifies the means concept again. Now it has come to this. We have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means. I wish you'd stop saying that. And that's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way. This thing behind me is bothering me. There we go. Okay. And I've got so much shit behind me. There we go. That's right, my keys. Right. But Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me that I seek clients for my trust. I seek justice for my clients. There we go. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? My, but aren't you a stubborn little one? Well, I suppose you'll have to learn of your own inefficacy the hard way. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. I do too, but... Now, if you would excuse me. Thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine, and I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. The trial is about to begin. Let's go. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. So, Apollo's gonna be support. Gotcha. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. Athena Sykes, the defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine. Your boldness. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. Now, to summon the witness. Is there something the matter? Please do share your boldness. Whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please call our first witness. And now we don't even get an opening statement. I really do hate when they call the detective as the first witness, because he didn't witness anything. Detective Fulbright, he and Prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team. Oh, right, the case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking. Okay. Professor Court's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this all I have here. That is the victim's blood. And the defendant's prints were both discovered on it. They love to deliver the fucking autopsy report by the Hawk. Estimated time of death between 6 and 8 p.m. Wait, she's been dead for time. If she's been dead for time, she would have had to have died the day before. And what did she do? And who did she meet with the day before? She met with Hugh. Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too. Blackwell hasn't trained well. Maybe Blackwell should train him not to mess up people's hair while he's at it. Moving right along, the body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage? Precisely, and there's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner." What's this? You have such a recording? Isn't that illegal? Must be from that tape recorder Miriam mentioned. But why is this the first we've heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Shh, silence please. We're gonna play it. You're a goner. That's it? It is quite hard to hear, but the voice does sound female. The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible. Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant. Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, was the body moved? Oh, I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugh Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body. So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body. Wait one moment, if all the students and faculty were gathered in a lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. Ha! Have no fear, for there is always an exception. An exception? The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. What? And that would mean... What would that mean? Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust. I don't like where this is headed, Athena. Me neither. And by those 3, I mean Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods. I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say. In justice we trust. I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female, and out of the 3 people who could have moved the body, just 1 is a girl. That leaves the defendant, Juniper Woods, as the only possibility. But that's it. You haven't got a case. Impressive. He has you on the ropes before even any examinations. You could at least pretend to be upset for me. Splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate the salary raise next month. You don't control people's salaries. You're in jail. I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice. And justice we trust. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright. Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand. Oh, Miriam. So, our first witness is a cardboard box. Stealth mode deactivated. Oh my, the box has hands. Smile, Your Honor. What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken. Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. Juniper's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crime. Might I ask whether you could come out of that box? How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter. But testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular. A former ninja I met in the clink said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them. Oh my, I never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make an exception this time. A former ninja in prison? Holy Shinto! How can the judge believe this load of crock? Now, your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's content, but Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive, and the murder is just like her script. The murder is just like her script? Could such a thing be true? Compare her script with the murder case and crime scene photos. Then you'll see. This is so simple, even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge can understand. Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, this witness's script, along with an envelope on which "use" was written, were found. This proves that the accused's script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script. An argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing. That makes perfect sense? It super does not, but okay. Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now. He's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. A bum rap and phony evidence, grudges and betrayals. I trust that the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness. No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready, I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this. Ow, my fucking eyes. There must be places where the script and in this case diverge. Don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you wrinkles. I'm not worried. My skin is fair as silk. Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate.
Objection!
What did you just say? Blackwell really turned that one on around you. Whose side you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback. Whoa, easy there, Athena. Now you listen to me. The cases do indeed have their differences. For one, the stage hadn't been erected in the mock trial script, and in the actual case there were signs indicating the victim's wrist had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility. Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. What a total burn. Try again, why don't you, pawn of woods? Gonna make a save also. Up until the... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, we're fine. Okay. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and June... Oh, yeah, we've seen this. Press that. Somebody could have stolen a peek beforehand. I don't think so. I mean, I tried any number of times. Shame on you, Miriam. But that crafty she-devil Juniper has eyes in the back of her head. What chance does your average person have if an undercover reporter like me failed? Interesting point. Still, Miss Scuttlebutt, won't you get in trouble later for admitting to such underhanded tactics? Why you, I plead entrapment. How is you blurting out your own crime, entrapment? But you haven't scooped me yet. They were all set to use Juniper's script. But Professor didn't want to use the script. We have no proof that she changed it.
Hold it!
How do you know that Professor Court wasn't going to use her script? There in that art room where the heinous crime took place. What? Huh? An envelope marked to use and Miriam's Scuttlebutt script were found. Evidently, the script that was going to be used belonged to the girl in the box over there. It's only natural that my script will be accepted and hers rejected. I introduced all sorts of brand new concepts, including bribery and fake evidence. It was a cutting-edge script portraying a courtroom battle in the dark age of the law. I can't help but feel Professor Court went out of her way not to use it. But Juniper, she used some devious, underhanded tactics to get her script chosen. That's why her script, and not my masterpiece, was used in the mock trial. How's that for an explanation? Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have just easily staged the body just like it was in the script. No. No, Athena. No, sorry, I don't agree with you.
Objection!
Yeah, I'm on his side. Wary is the trial which pits hawk against canary. What did you just say? If he's so wary, he should try humping less. I bet that saves some energy. This is no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me a canary. Don't let him get to you. At least canaries pick up on things quite quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully, Sykes-Dono. Hugh O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents? Ah, that's right. Do we even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child. Elementary school? Reporter's testimony throws attorney Athena Sykes for a loop. The perfect caption. How marvelous. A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boost your brand. In a school paper? Seriously? I believe you've pressed the witness more than enough. Oh. Okay. Now do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now, and in that fair, desperate mind of yours, etch it so deep you may never forget. Even my arguments get thrown back in my face. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What am I going to do? Athena, you should just about have all the answers you've been looking for now. Huh? Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way? I don't follow. Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover an inconsistency if you do. Oh, I get it. Thanks, Apollo. Miss Scuttlebutt, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look like just as it was in the script, and that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt, not a coincidence. Is that correct? No, duh. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways. What'd I say? Our client made the crime scene look just like the script, something known only to her. That would not be foolhardy, but completely irrational. What do you mean? Yes, Miss Sykes, please tell this court what you mean by irrational. It wouldn't make any sense for Junie to mimic her own script on purpose because it would. I mean, it would mean leaking the script, no? But it would also make it... No, wait, hold on. She wouldn't have to worry about leaking the script. It would make her the culprit. She wouldn't have to worry about it leaking the script if the murder was done in the same way. Well, okay, well, the entire idea is that it's not her, right? It's not Juniper. So the murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial script. That in of itself is irrational. What's wrong with them being the same? Yes, Miss Sykes, care to explain what you mean? Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. If so, then what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was admitting that she was the... that's right. If she had really done that, it would have been like proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame our client. Who is the person underneath that mask? The box even. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm very gassy. The body was found on the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So it would be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Don't let it go to your head just yet. It would seem Justice Donner's comrade-in-arms has finally drawn her sword. However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use. Enough of the stupid sword metaphors already. There is a perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of which you speak. Reason? What reason? Must I spell out everything? You are what people call you are what people. You are... I've got this, don't worry. Must I spell out everything? You are what people today call high maintenance. The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, nary a soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of the case and script. Gotcha. No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered. Our witness here had also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself. What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too? Precisely. And with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled. Wait, so you didn't call the police? Nope, I kept it secret from my big scoop. You can't do that. I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin. Did I not, my little box top? Compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was... Geez, I wonder what the twisted samurai did to her. Pluck off all the holes in her box, probably, and spin her around like a top while Detective Fulbright cackled in delight. That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony. Sure, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone else was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What you doing?" And suddenly she fled into the hallway as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
Hold it!
What? Why did you withhold such key testimony? What's that supposed to mean? Athena, you haven't even started your cross-examination. I know, but a testimony points to her as being a potential suspect. Well, I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell is. No, wait, I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Mrs. Wood's room before the mock trial. That means she too could have moved the victim's body. The prosecution's claim no longer has any ground to stand on. Leave me the fuck alone. Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers so. When you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Tucker. Do you want him to peck your eyes out? No thanks. You listen here, the witness has a perfectly good alibi. Oh yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death, I was undercover at undercover reporter class. It's right near my home. Undercover reporter class? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm not okay. Give me 2 moments. All good. The proverbial rug has been pulled from under you. The witness could not be the killer. The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's secured to the floor. I tried to warn you. Oh. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down. Huh? No, wait a minute! The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap. Why can't he say you reap what you sow? Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go home. Perhaps spend some time in her lovely box and recover from today's stressful events. Don't you worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalists either. I don't think I read the last of that line. My third eye is always eyeing a scoop. She's always eyeing a scoop? Well, back to the trenches. Bye-bye. Oh, and she just leaves?
Hold it!
Not so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt. Apollo? There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why not? Right, well, that is... No, I didn't take one. Well, that's strange. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Did you or didn't you really see the victim's body? It's not like I actually saw it, but... What the devil? Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Dono, you dare bear steel at me again? Oh. Nice try, Boy Wonder. So what if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there. Feast your eyes on this. What exactly am I looking at here? It's a crucial moment forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods. A photo showing someone in a gown. Or a cape or whatever. Why did you not tell me of this? It's a shocking scoop I was saving for just the right moment. And that would be now, right here in court. Surprise! What did I do? What did I do? All journalists keep their secret scoops until the right moment. She's pretty brave hiding it from Blackwell like that. Or pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn. Athena, about this picture. See how it only shows the back of the subject? Ah, so then... Right, who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place? Completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here is, there was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this, the route by which the accused escaped. Huh? The witness pursued the accused this way after she fled the dressing room. S's scuttlebutt. Okay. The accused descended to the first floor and exited to the quad. Then what, Carlton Cretin? Then I tripped and fell, caught my knee on my own box. She stayed under a box even while running after someone? Sounds difficult. Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body because she wanted to stop the mock trial.
Hold it!
But if the facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. The defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with the cross-examination. It seems Justice Donner has saved your pretty little hide, Missy. For now, at least. Whew, guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo, you're a lifesaver. Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box. Aw, it's primo cardboard, lovingly selected from among many... I don't care. Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch. Please, anything but that. I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. All right, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness. So here's the problem with this, right? I'm gonna save. First of all, who knows if that's Juniper? Blah, 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 blah. First of all, who knows if that's Juniper? Because we can't really see anyone. Second of all, if that's meant to be the costume she made, where is the rest of it? Objection! There we go. Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis of identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Wood's stage costume. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut. That's not how that works. No, that's where you're completely mistaken. What? This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume. Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary. I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star in the costume in the photo. Ooh, then that means... what exactly? Your Honor, there are no other blue costumes at the scene. Which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo was wearing our costume's client inside out. But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that? Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out. Wait, you're not suggesting... That's right, I'm glad you're catching on. The costume designer wouldn't put her own costume inside out. Though, hold on. Something I remembered. Paint the inside of the costume with fluorescent paint. Draw constellations on the outside. make small holes according to this pattern. In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bringing the constellations to life. So either it's meant to be on inside out, or the constellations weren't drawn on yet. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter. A failure as a reporter? I have no idea what that cack is meant to be. Oh, there she is. Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. Nice, so nice to meet the woman beneath the box. You didn't see nothing. Now, I would have you stop right there, Sykes Dono. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus. What do you mean? Miss Juniper Woods, what were you doing on the morning of the mock trial? I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paint. Fluorescent paint? My dress drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was going to make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent. What was that again? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities? Not fluoride, fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark. Yes. So you applied that to the inside of the costume, and then I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? So then... This is a photograph of the inside out costume taken in the dark. As you can see, there is a heavy layer of paint over the inside, over the entire inside surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body. Why, yes, I believe it would. Indeed, ergo, the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake, but because this was the way it was. But because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out. Figures you would have a photo. Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. Well, obviously there are handprints on it. Check out the chest area. It kind of looks like handprints to me. Hey, you're right. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet. Jackson. I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur such as the accused? So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up. Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought of everything through, though. What? You mean you've just been bluffing? What did you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence. A showdown, is it? I gladly accept. The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume, and that paint should glow in dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. Uh-huh. No. 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 It wouldn't be here. Fucking hell. It's literally right there. Take that! A school newspaper? Interesting. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hand in that photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint. It is glowing, quite brightly, I might add. But why would he put the fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on. Oh? That means... What again? It means the figure photographed in the costume was not a client, Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman. To think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. So then... Does that mean that Robin is our man? Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well. Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel. Oh, is he actually here?